Hi everybody, my name is Irene. Welcome to Theo and Olaf. With me is Olaf, our Samoyed doggy. And today we're going to be talking about our favorite ways to entertain Olaf indoors. We chose these 5 things for you today based on the level of physical and mental stimulation. Before we jump into our suggestions, I want to also mention that we recently released our newsletter. So you can check out the link to sign up to our newsletter below. But through our newsletter, you can be the first to hear about our life updates, new product reviews, etc. And we've always wanted a letter to communicate directly with you, our audience. So our first tip in terms of tiring out your dog indoors is to use a flirt pole. For those of you who don't know what a flirt pole is, it looks like this. It's very similar to a cat wand if you've used one before, but it's heftier. It does come with an attachment at the end for your pup to bite on, to pull on, and I believe it squeaks too. So typically people would use a flirt pole outside on grassy areas, but we like using the flirt pole inside as well. But if you do use a flirt pole inside, make sure you use it on a carpeted area. Because if your pup is lunging for it, jumping, you don't want their joints to hurt, especially over repeated actions over time. So we use it on carpeted areas. We especially love using the flirt pole with the stairs, which is carpeted, and we have Olaf run up and down with the pole, flirt pole, and it gives him a lot of physical exercise. For those of you who don't know, we live in an apartment complex, so there's not a lot of space for Olaf to, say, play fetch inside, so the flirt pole has been a great alternative. Our second tip for tiring out your dog indoors is to play a game of Find It. With Find It, what you would do is you would hide a variety of different treats that your pup enjoys and put them all in different places around your home. Sniffing is great because it provides great mental stimulation for your pup. I'm sure when you've walked your pup outside before, they would care less about the walk and more about sniffing their environment. And you can stimulate that indoors as well using Find It. You can place the treats in different places of different heights, high versus low, and you can add a great agility element to it as well. If your pup is really excited about the treats, they'll probably run to find them as well, adding an extra physical exercise element to it. My third tip for tiring out your dog indoors is to teach them a new trick. Tricks may seem a little bit useless, but they're really great for building a bond with your pup and to give them some kind of brain activity. And you can make up any trick of your own. You can be really creative about it. One trick that we're trying to teach Olaf that we just came up with is what we call a under command. And I'm sure people probably use the word under for other things. The idea is that we would lure Olaf into to go in between our legs and then have him sit. So we like to use this using some treats that he really enjoys. He enjoys duck heads, so we've been using that. And the goal isn't to get to perfection of what you're expecting right away, but it's a great teaching moment and it's a great way to tire out your pup. Our fourth tip for tiring out your dog indoors is to use some kind of treat dispenser. Our favorite is the Rumble from West Paw. The Rumble is great because you can put treats inside and then your dog can bounce it around, chase after it to get the treats out. Unlike other dispensers where you have to bop it, this requires more movement from your pup. So Olaf loves picking this up, he loves chasing after it, so I would recommend this for great physical and mental exercise. Our fifth tip for tiring out your dog indoors is to find a big chew that they would enjoy. And for Olaf, he really enjoys these big shin bones. They're made out of beef. And Olaf can spend at least an hour chewing on these. With other chews, he can usually finish them in say like 10-15 minutes, and then he's like, okay, hey, what's up? But with these shin bones, he's very preoccupied with them. He spends a lot of time working on them. And sometimes he's like, still works on it on the next day. So these have been a great investment for us. One thing to note though is that these are a little bit heavy and they're pretty weighty. So if you have your pup eat them on hardwood or vinyl floors, there's a bit of a thud that can be a little bit annoying. But on carpet, it's great. You won't hear it, but these have been a lifesaver for us as well. So that's it for our tips on how to entertain your pup indoors. Hopefully you found a tip useful or maybe new. All these products will be linked in the description below in case you're interested in purchasing them. And again, as a reminder, we have our newsletter up. So if you want to hear about our life updates, everything new of Theo and Olaf, be sure to sign up. That's also in the description below. And as always, if you enjoy this content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.